What's up, everyone? How are you guys doing? In this game, we have VerteX, our teal Byzantine player spawning on the southwest of Gorge, and in the northeast, we have Jeanne playing as our pink Jeanne d'Arc in the northeast. I think I said that twice. Not entirely sure. Main reason I'm casting this game is because I don't think I have very many Byzantine Jeanne d'Arc games. I know I have a lot of Jeanne d'Arc games in general, playing against, oh no, I don't think I have any against French. No, that's one matchup that I know I don't have, but I do have a couple of Jeanne versus Malians against Aobids, Order of the Dragon, quite a few other civilizations, the Japanese. There's a few of those. I don't think I have a single Byzantine versus Jeanne d'Arc though. So I'm really interested in seeing how this plays out. To sidestep from the game though really quick, I'd like to say thank you so much to everyone for watching, for subscribing. I hit my first milestone today. 50 subscribers so far. I know that may not seem like a lot, but considering I started off with 8 a month ago, and now I am up to 50. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for commenting down below, letting me know what you guys think. There's been a lot of positive feedback from you guys. I really appreciate everything, and I hope you guys continue watching because I will continue to make content. I've been enjoying this DLC. I've been enjoying the expansion so much. All the civilizations have been very fun for the most part. I think Byzantine still needs a little bit of buff, but we're not talking about that right now. Yeah, I just want to say thank you guys. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you guys continue to stay and continue to support the channel. Going back into the game though, we do have Jeanne d'Arc throwing down her Skull of Cavalry, which is very standard. Over here with our Byzantine, we only have a single cistern going into Imperial Hippodrome with 4 villagers on the age up. With the Byzantine, they don't necessarily have a very standard style play at the moment. A lot of people are still trying to figure out what's best. So in this case, we have the single cistern. Not entirely sure. That cistern could have actually went a little bit further north because it's missing the gold. Okay, so the first cistern placement isn't that good. It's not even like the villagers are hitting it and then going away. They're just not hitting it whatsoever. He could have dropped his Imperial Hippodrome a little bit sooner if they were getting that cistern buff. This looks like it's going to be about a 4-minute age up though, which is really nice. That's a really clean timing for that. From here though, for the Byzantine that is, once he ages up, he'll have enough stone for the second cistern, which most likely he'd be placing up here in this corner, since the first obviously you can't have the influences overlapping, so it's going to be pretty far away. It'll take about 24 to, yeah, about 18 to 24 stone in order to connect them. There it goes, second cistern. Okay, so he's going to be placing that down there. That's interesting because he's completely missing out on buffing his gold. Instead, he's opting to get the majority of the wood line instead. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Like, you would assume he'd want to be buffing his gold, get that extra the extra gather speed on there, but not quite yet. And now the connection does go through. A single villager on stone in order to get the level 3. I don't think we're going to be seeing a 2TC play out of our Byzantine player either, nor does it look like we're going to be getting one for Jeanne d'Arc. going into a barracks, gonna start getting out some spears to deal with the horsemen. First 2 horsemen are out already for VerteX. He's immediately going across in order to try to do a little bit of damage. The Royal Knight is out, and now Jeanne d'Arc is going towards her safe boar. Oh, the boars are exact opposite of each other. There's a boar and a wolf right there, no wolf down here. And remember, the nerf, or they did nerf the amount of experience Jeanne d'Arc gets from the boar. Ooh, Jeanne d'Arc is backing off, a little scared. This is nice. This is really, really nice for our Byzantine player. Being able to pull Jeanne d'Arc off for so long. Second Royal Knight is out plus a spear. This will be more than enough to deter VerteX from any kind of engagements, but it is heavily delaying the amount of experience that Jeanne d'Arc is able to get. Generally speaking, she would have already been at the boar and it would be either dead or pretty damn close to it. So this right here has already given her, has already postponed her by at least a minute. Villagers are going up there as well in order to start gathering food from there, and a little bit of a harass coming through on the gold. One villager does go down, nice little micro, and Triumph does get propped or popped. a lot of the villagers were able to make it back home just in time. One villager kill is still good. And now the boar does go down. 5 villagers, perfectly fine. Main reason you see a lot of people doing this is because the capacity for the outpost is only 5, the garrison capacity. Oh, is he gonna be able to get this? Oh yes, focus fire it, focus fire it. Oh no, he's not gonna be able to get it before survival techniques finishes. That would have been huge. That actually would have been really, really good, because that would have delayed survival techniques by another 45 seconds. Oh, that would have been really, really nice. 3 spears, 2 Royal Knights, and Jeanne d'Arc herself for our Jeanne d'Arc player. As for our Byzantine, 9 horsemen total. Triumph probably only has 2-3 stacks left. Yeah, 2 stacks on it right now. Gonna go in for another little harass on the gold. Idle villagers, 4 in total. Gonna try to rush up that outpost now. Even though he does have, oh, another nice charge in. Triumph does get popped. 1 villager goes down. He does have Expellitoris as well. Loses a horseman though. In exchange, on the northern side, another little group of horsemen do go in, get 2 villagers. Yes, and a total of 80 gold has went over to VerteX for his troubles. Nice little attempt right here. Oh, he needs to pull those back. Will lose the scouts, and the little sheep will go. Oh, why didn't the sheep transfer over to Jeanne? And the villagers are getting pulled again off of the wood. 6-7 total kills so far for our Byzantine player. This has been amazing harass by him. Very, very good control, very good harass, keeping our Jeanne d'Arc player on her toes. Hasn't really given up many kills to her either. I believe 2 horsemen and a single scout have died while in her presence. So that is a little bit of experience, but nothing compared to what she would have been at. And especially since the boar was so delayed, the boar kill and of course the wolf kill that was there were so delayed. Charge goes off on the villagers that VerteX has on the gold. 1 goes down, the other one will make it back home just in time. I say just in time, but he was at full health. And again, another little, oh, okay. Oh no, there is another little harass coming up over here on the villagers that were at the wood. 1 villager kill for 2 villager kills now for our Jeanne d'Arc player. And now this is where you need to get a little concerned, is during this harassment, because Jeanne d'Arc will start getting quite fed. Another charge goes off. How many villagers are going to go down? 3 charges go off. 3 different villagers got hit, so not a single villager goes down, but he does lose his horseman. Divine Restoration goes off on the majority of the units. Oh, that Royal Knight barely survives even after getting fully healed, or not fully healed, even after getting healed, was barely able to make it out alive with 14 HP. Is Chivalry coming up yet? Not yet. Just printing out more horsemen. Or excuse me, more Royal Knights. Triumph does get popped. There are 4 spears here already, and they will get a couple kills. VerteX does decide to attack and fight them, which I believe to be a horrible decision right there. They took a lot of damage for no reason when they could have easily backed off, but he didn't pull them far enough, and the horsemen are another horseman will go down to those spears. What do we have for our Byzantine player in the back? So he has the Imperial Hippodrome, 2 barracks, and that's basically it. And the rest of the horsemen get killed off in the middle. That was another 3 horsemen right there. He had 12 at one point. He's down to 4 horsemen, 5 Lamentinite, and the longbows are coming through. Oh, that was a mercenary house, not a barracks. They look very similar aside from the little tower right there. The villagers that were at the barriers are forced to migrate away, and those 5 villagers will definitely go down. Where are you, Jeanne d'Arc? Let me click you. How many charges do you have? 4 charges, or excuse me, had 3 charges on the Holy Wrath ability, and now the longbows are out. They will be able to deter this push for a little bit. VerteX sitting on 15 military, 16, 5 horsemen, 5 Lamentinai, 5 longbows. Jeanne d'Arc has 11 spears, 4 Royal Knights, and Jeanne d'Arc herself. Is this sheep actually gonna make it back home? Oh, well, yeah. There's no scouts left unless Jeanne d'Arc decides to just assassinate it right now. Let's see. Nah, gonna just let the poor sheep make it back home. That was a long travel. That was really long. What's your movement speed? 0.22. Unless it's running towards a friendly base, and then those little punks are quick. Walls up. Walls are coming up over here on the southeast side of the map. All of these villagers should have actually been participating in this wall up just to get it up as soon as possible. And another charge does go off. A single villager will go down. Yes. And now the spears, the Lamentinai, are pushing forward. They do force the Royal Knights back just a little bit, but not before they get a kill. And we see another group of horsemen rotating around on the eastern side of the map, gonna try to go in for some more villager kills. Remember, with the Expalatoris upgrade, they get +2 damage, or an additional +2 damage to villagers, and every villager they kill gives them 20 gold. So as of right now, VerteX has made 160 gold off of his villager kills. Out of combat healing coming through. Single knight almost gets a kill over here on the western side, and another charge is going to be coming through on the eastern. How many villagers are going to go down? 1, and that's it. Decides to not overextend, pulls back. We need a little mini wall right here or something. And then on the back of this, though, we have another 4 kills for VerteX. Another 4 villager kills go through for VerteX. A total of 12 for him. He is all over the place. And now, oh, what's going on here? Are you going to fully engage on this? Nice Holy Wrath on all the Lamentinai right there. Bring them down quite significantly. Charge goes off onto the longbows. Does not commit, though. That would have been a really nice charge on those longbows, though. They had no support. The Lamentinai were way too far away to reinforce that. He would have gotten at least 2 of those longbows for sure off of that 1 charge. Well, technically it would have been 4 charges, right? There's 4 Royal Knights right there, but at least 2 of those longbows would have went down. VerteX sitting on 43 villagers, a 10 villager difference between him and Jeanne d'Arc. 30 military for our Byzantine player, 12 Lamentinai, 10 longbows, 7 horsemen, against Jeanne d'Arc's 33 villagers. Oh, possible engagement right here. Holy Wrath is going to go off on the Lamentinite yet again. And there's a lot of them that are very, very weak. And now a charge does not commit to the charge. These longbows need to stutter step backwards. A lot of damage coming through from those Holy Wraths, though. I'm not sure. Okay, I think that was her final charge. No, she still has one charge left on her Holy Wrath ability. A lot of damage though on both sides. Oh man, the next attack, and now Jeanne d'Arc does hit level 3, will be using her Jeanne's Champion ability to arms as soon as she levels up. And now this fight is gonna be very, very one-sided. Holy Wrath goes off. That's 35 damage, right? Yeah, 35 damage at level 3 in a 1.25 tile radius. The rest of these spears will go down with ease, not only to Jeanne's champions but to the Holy Wrath ability. And now the army that our Byzantine player had is no longer there. Yes, Jeanne d'Arc's pretty close to death, but she does get 50% damage reduction, and she has 5 armor at level 5 ranged armor. Oh yeah, 5 ranged armor base is her base at level 3. Does have the +1, currently sitting at 6. That means these longbows are only doing what, 2 damage? Oh no, 1 damage to her. They're only doing a single damage per hit. And now, and now VerteX is in quite the predicament. Yeah, he does have the military lead, 25 to 18, 9 Lamentinite, 12 longbows, 3 horsemen to Jeanne d'Arc's 19, 11 Royal Knights though, 8 spears, and a level 3 Jeanne d'Arc. That's the main thing, is that level 3 Jeanne d'Arc. Her out of combat still hasn't came off. Has used 1 consecration. Second one is on the, oops, sorry. Oh, so 3 consecrations have been used. Not a single one has been used on the town center though. Usually you'll see the first one on the School of Cavalry, second on the town center, and then from there they'll usually pop it onto the barracks or the archery range depending on what they're going. But here it's just pure military. Longbows do get a couple shots off on the spears, but the Royal Knights counter with a charge of their own. Holy Wrath kind of whiffed right there. I think it only hit 2 units. But is this going to be enough for our Byzantine to be able to hold? More and more Royal Knights are flooding in, getting charges off on villagers themselves. Spears are coming in as well. And VerteX is able to hold this. That Holy Wrath that was popped earlier on, or the first Holy Wrath that was used, completely whiffed so many units. And now the chase, Jeanne d'Arc will be able to make it out alive, but just barely. Out of combat healing will proc very, very shortly. Oh, it already has. And you're gonna see her getting to full health pretty soon. She is healing, was it 2 health per second, right? At level 3? Yeah, 2 health per second. That was a really, really nice hold. And now it's 35 military for our Byzantine player against 6. And that Jeanne d'Arc, if she pokes out, will most likely die. If she tries to go into the middle of the pack and pop Holy Wrath, if she gets focus fired, that's pretty much it for her. She can be bought back though. I think it's 500 gold right now at level 3. Yes, it is. And then it's 1,000 when she hits level 4. I think that needs to be a scaling model as well, but she rarely dies to begin with, so I don't think scaling will really make that big of a difference. Another attempted harass coming over here on the eastern side. Are there any villagers? No villagers on that gold yet. They are going to be migrating over. That was a really, really nice Holy Wrath on a ton of the Lamentinite there. Triumph does get popped, grabs a couple of the villagers there. I think able to grab 2 more. Yeah, 1 on both sides of that berry bush. The ram is coming through. Does Jeanne d'Arc see this? Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. The outpost didn't get taken out, so sees what is going on there. It is going to be a Shiro Siphon instead of your standard ram, because why make a ram when you could make a Shiro Siphon? Like, for reals now. Come on, guys, come on. I'd rather just spam out Shiro Siphons instead of rams all day every day. That's why I'm a Byzantine main now. Look at that. And then I get Greek fire on water as well, and then my trebuchets are flinging fireballs. Yes, please. But even then, still don't make trebuchets. I'd rather just have like 10 freaking Shiro Siphons. A little bit of a harass coming out back here on the wood line. Two more villagers have went down. Third, fourth, 4 villagers so far. That is amazing, without Triumph as well. And now the Royal Knights plus Jeanne d'Arc are trying to cut off any kind of reinforcements coming through for VerteX, but there are more and more coming in. Oh, that's gonna be quite a few. Is it gonna be able to get Jeanne d'Arc? Focus fire her. No, focus fire Jeanne d'Arc. You had her. She was so low, but more Royal Knights are going down. There are a lot of Lamentinite coming through for our our Byzantine player, and now he's pushing through with 2 Shiro Siphons, a lot of Lamentinite with their shield walls up, so they are taking 50% less damage from ranged attacks. I don't think this is going to be enough to actually push through, though. He needed those reinforcements. Little by little, this is going to be getting held, but that's a lot of damage on the School of Cavalry. If those Shiro Siphons are able to just focus fire that down. He doesn't have a stables. Oh no, I lied. There's 2 stables in the back, but are they gonna be able to get it? Come on. Okay, he is able to get the School of Cavalry, which is absolutely huge. Now that is completely useless until you hit 100%, until you fully repair it. So that just knocked him down from 2 stables down to 3. The other 2 stables do have the consecration ability, so it is going to be the food reduction, the cost reduction on those, as well as his barracks. But if he could go in, if VerteX could gather a decent force yet again, make another 2, 3 maybe Shiro Siphons, it doesn't look like he's gonna go that route at all. This is me being bad right now because this is something I would do. It's like, okay, I got 1 landmark down, let me make 4 Shiro Siphons and just push, and I'm gonna focus fire down that tower or that town center, and I'm just gonna get the landmark victory, and then we'll call it good. We do have a 2nd and a 3rd TC for Jeanne d'Arc up. Well, 1 TC, the 2nd TC is fully up and functional. The 2nd TC is coming up right now. There is currently about a 10 villager difference. How is there still only a 10 villager difference? I don't get that, because he's already killed 20. Has VerteX been cutting villagers in between these fights in order to get more military up? Because that should be a way bigger. Oh wait, no, I'm like totally miscounting. It's a 20 villager, about an 18 villager difference. I don't know where I got 10 from. Sorry guys, that was really horrible. Jeanne d'Arc has returned, did not get the buyback, and we do get another little bit of a run by over here. More villagers are going to be going down. 1 has already died. The 2nd and the 3rd should go down as well. There are 2 free villagers over here down south that could potentially get picked up. A little bit of counter harass on the Golden Tower, which is the landmark of choice for our Byzantine player in order to age up. I don't know. I really don't know if that's the play. I think, well, the Cistern of the First Hill just realistically isn't that good, but I think in this type of situation it'd be better, just because that heal will give your army, it's only going to be what, 10 heals, because that's the cap. But even then, those 10 heals would give you a lot more sustainability against this burst damage of Jeanne d'Arc. A couple of the horsemen will get picked off right now. Some more experience going over to Jeanne d'Arc, which is exactly what you don't want, because if she hits level 4, oh man, there's no killing her really. 26 villager kills for VerteX at the moment. Let me know if you guys could hear my mouse clicking, by the way. Sometimes I can hear it, sometimes I can't, so I'm not sure if you guys can. I don't know how to stop that from happening though, so even if you guys can hear it, yeah, unless I switch over to a different mouse maybe while I'm casting. Yeah, like I could hear it sometimes. I don't know, but yeah, just let me know down in the comments if it bothers you or not, or anything. And we do have another engagement coming through right now, potentially. Does not fully commit onto it. There's already a bit of damage going onto Jeanne d'Arc. If she's able to get sniped off, or even, oh, cataphract. Okay, so we do have a cataphract out. We have more longbows. VerteX sitting on 68 villagers, 69 supply, military supply, 39 lamentinite, 20 longbows, 7 horsemen, a cataphract. And then for Jeanne d'Arc, 63 villagers, 55 military, 19 spears, 19 archers, 9 royal knights, 5 Jeanne d'Arc's champions, Jeanne d'Arc herself, and a single horseman. Royal Institute is going to be the landmark of choice for Jeanne d'Arc to age up. Where are you putting that? Okay, right in front of your base. Awesome possum. And now we're gonna see VerteX is going to be yet again the one that's going to push forward. Quite possibly. Look at these walls coming in though. These villagers will get picked off. That's gonna be 2 more going over to, oh, nice little run by over here with Jeanne d'Arc and a couple of royal knights. Holy Wrath does go off, but it only hits 2 villagers. I don't think that was really good. The cataphract should be able to charge through this to add more damage. A second Holy Wrath does go off. 35 damage in a 1.25 tile radius. Keep that in mind. Oh, are we gonna, nice charge. Okay, the charge does go off on Jeanne d'Arc. She's gonna be taking, was it 20% more damage from units? Oh, I would have loved to see a quick wall right there or something. Jeanne d'Arc is getting really low. She's down to 120 HP. She is gonna be able to, and she calls GG. Game goes to VerteX, our teal Byzantine player. I know I missed a lot in the background, but I really wanted to see Jeanne d'Arc die. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.